Unit 6, Period 6, Section 3 talks about technological innovations at the latter half of the 19th century. These are inventions that fueled the Second Industrial Revolution. Where the First Industrial Revolution occurred before, during, and right after the War of 1812 because of restrictions on trade by the British. The Second Industrial Revolution began after the Civil War. Men like Thomas Edison played an important role in this Industrial Revolution, and it's by the things that they invented played an important role in making the United States become one of the most industrialized nations in the world. This is a picture of Thomas Edison. Thomas Edison invented three major items. The most important one, as it relates to the Industrial Revolution, was probably the light bulb. The light bulb enabled factories to be able to work 24 hours a day. Some factory work was dangerous if candles were used, and candles don't provide the same kind of light that light bulbs do and did. So this invention had a tremendous impact on the development of industry. With industry comes a lot of times monotonous type of work, and a lot of times humans need a break away from that monotonous type of work. And one of the inventions that played an important role in the release from those kinds of stressful situations was the kinetoscope by Thomas Edison. Thomas Edison's kinetoscope was a motion picture machine. It's eventually going to lead to silent films, and then later sound's going to be added, and it's going to give Americans it's going to give them something to spend their money on and be able to get away from the workplace and forget about the stressors of life. Another important invention by Thomas Edison during the Second Industrial Revolution was the development of a phonograph. He's pictured here next to his first phonograph, and the significance of this is that Thomas Edison was able to record sound. And so these inventions impacted industry and entertainment in our country. Now I want to watch a short video on Thomas Edison.
Thomas Edison was born on February 11, 1847 in Milan, Ohio, and died on October 18, 1931 in Llewellyn Park, New Jersey. Thomas Alva Edison is considered one of the most influential figures of the 20th century. He is more responsible than anyone else for creating the modern world we know today. His contributions include the invention of the incandescent light bulb, practical electric lighting, the phonograph, and improvements to the telegraph, telephone, and motion pictures. Edison established one of the first modern research laboratories and held patents on 1,093 inventions.
In 1876, Thomas Alva Edison, a young man born in Ohio, moved to Menlo Park, New Jersey. He did not have a formal education and was partially deaf, but he became the inventor genius who brought miraculous changes to the world. Where does genius begin? Edison once said, "Genius is 1% inspiration and 99% hard work." He was the youngest of 7 children. From an early age, he showed signs of the intelligence and drive that would result in hundreds of revolutionary inventions. Edison created one of the first modern research laboratories in which to conduct his experiments. Many people think this innovation his greatest achievement. He worked side by side with his assistants, some of whom stayed with him throughout their working lives. Others went on to have brilliant careers of their own because of their experience with him. Known as the Wizard of Menlo Park, Edison was also a good businessman. He designed new devices based on what people needed and would use. He built his business around the incandescent light bulb. Here is an actual recording made on his first phonograph.
The Thunderer March, played by the Edison Military Band.
With the invention of the kinetoscope in 1891, Edison paved the way for modern motion pictures. After further refinements, including a projector, he produced America's first film classic, The Great Train Robbery. Here he is seen using another of his inventions, the time clock. Edison was famous for putting in long hours at his laboratory. For the rare hours when he was not working, he would relax at his home in nearby Glenmont, New Jersey. Edison.
This is the film that I wanted to show you to illustrate how important Thomas Edison was to the second industrial revolution after the Civil War.